Well, kia ora te whānau. Welcome here to Dunedin. It's lovely to have your company here at round 7 of the Edgar Centre. And we're getting set for the Sky Broadband Rapid League match between the Southern Hoiho and the Tauihi Whai. The second time these two teams have met this season. They last met on October the 3rd. So just over a month ago. And the Whai got not only the victory in the Rapid League game, but also in the main game as well. Glenn Lama here with Crystal Ledger-Walker. Great to have you along, Crystal. Both teams have been in good form, though. I think a lot has changed, especially for Hoiho, since they last met these two teams, because it was really, I think, the second half in the main game where the Hoiho started to click, and they've actually looked really good since then, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. But I'll tell you what, this Whai squad is also coming in good form, and they have a lot of leadership in this Rapid League squad as well, with the likes of Taylor Dalton, Jade Kirasome. So looking to be a great matchup here today.
Yes, indeed. Third versus fourth there, both with identical records, though, with 3 wins and 4 losses in the Rapid League, with the Queens leading the way at the moment, having just tasted defeat on 1 occasion. So let's have a look at the starting fives, and here is the Whai lineup. Sophie Rogers, Jade Kirasome is the captain of the team, Grayson Parahi, Laura Kuka and Taylor Dalton is the lineup that's taking to the court for the Whai. And for the Hoiho, we have a late change as well, with no Zoe Richards. She's gone into the starting lineup, it seems, in the main game. So Sammy Gallagher, Lil Dart, Eva Langton, a former Whai player, Alana Howden, congratulations to Alana, who just got recently married, and Abby Harris as well.
Man, shout out to the Hoiho team to get that uniform change happening so fast. Good to see Alana with her new name on the back of her jersey. Cool wedding in Fiji, I heard. But look at those names down the bottom of your screen. Lil Dart, and Jade Kirasome. They're definitely the two to watch for, and the main scorers and facilitators for both these teams. Jade Kirasome averaging 9 points per game, 5th in the league, and also averaging 2.7 assists. So really getting things going on that offensive side of things. And same for Lil Dart. She's averaging 7.3 points per game and shoots it at a great clip. So definitely 2 players to watch out for on your screen. Lil Dart wearing number 12 and Jade Kirasome in 11 in pink. Yes,
indeed. And those two expected to shine here. And be interesting to see Langton playing against her former team again. There she is, just having a chat to Jade Kirasome. Teammates last year, rival today.
Yeah, Eva Langton, very experienced, and can I say she has had some clutch moments specifically already in this gym down in Dunedin. Had some game winners this season in Rapid League.
So a step for a start there with Grayson Parahi and Abby Harris about to contest the tip. Blake Rosanowski, Leo Shaw, Dylan Mead, the refs for this one. And we're away with the Whai getting the first possession, and here goes the 3 straight away, and then it goes from Jade Kirasome.
What a way to start the Whai, doing what they do best, getting a paint touch and a kick out to the shooter in the wings. Kirasome, Rapid League captain, leading the way from the start.
Great start for her. What can the Hoiho respond with here as Langton goes to work. High off the glass, nice finish there from Eva Langton.
She liked that matchup. She knows she has a lot of experience on Grace Parahi in the post. Good footwork, back to work, signature left hand. The Whai can't respond with the 3.
Parahi missing that one as Gallagher kicking away, and here's a nice strong move by Dart, and she's foul. Can't get the basket to drop though, but that's Little Dart at her best there. She's been a very good player for the Hoiho this season.
She has. She's been a great insertion for this team, especially in the main game, is a massive impact off the bench, but leads this Rapid League squad with how she gets into the paint, gets herself downhill, and just never stops playing. Hunts both for her points on the offensive end, and you'll see her turn around after this free throw and play some hustling defense as well.
Yeah, Brisbane-born player. She's been really good off the bench for the Hoiho in the Tauihi games as well. 12 points per game in that competition. See what the Whai can do here, though. He's Kirasome that little fake, and there she's got it on a piece of string tonight.
You're right, she's so good at that little fake. Just the look of her eyes is enough to get the defense up in the air, but she's so smart, so good and crafty at getting around the defense. Have a look again. There's that little head fake, eye fake, and steps through for the finish and to put herself at the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
Oh, we can accuse her of being greedy. She's got all 6 points so far for the fight.
Sure, no one on the Five squad will mind about that. Taking the lead by 2.
It's all about getting them in as Howden gives it out to Gallagher. A dart again. Gallagher, mid-range jumper is looking good for Sammy Gallagher.
The Hoiho feel like they had an advantage inside. The second time we've seen it drop it into the post on that side of the floor.
See what the Phi can do now with Dalton. Can't roll it in, though, and she's going to go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2 shots, though.
Taylor Dalton, one of the most elusive players in the comp. She is quick, she is fast off the mark, and shows her defender just how quick she is with that move.
Dalton having her first year in the Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa League. New Zealand rep, of course, from a couple of years ago. Played all 5 games at the Asia Cup for the Tall Ferns earlier on in the year too. It's a good quality start. Both teams shooting the ball well, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They've had a good rest coming into this round. Been waiting for this matchup.
Yes, indeed. The Hoiho actually haven't played for 8 days. It's Howden getting her own rebound. Nice pass from Harris. And that was a lovely finish from Dart.
That was, and the team cohesion was on point. Lana Paiwai, good entry into the post and good movement off it. Taylor Dalton with the kick out.
Oh, Rogers just salvages it for the Phi. Now Kurasome. Still plenty of time left on the shot clock here for Jay Kurasome. Paiwai picked up that pass. In fact, Howden, of course. Got to get my names right now. Mr. Howden won't be happy.
No, he won't. But you know who will be is Hannah Beard, the assistant coach for the Hoiho, watching that play. Lil Dart, we said it, you can't take your eyes off her. She keeps working the whole possession.
Tauihi for the Hoiho. Howden again. Gallagher back to Howden for 3. And it goes from Alana Howden.
That is a quick release shot. She felt good letting that one go well within her range.
Dalton triple teamed. Can't get the basket, and Gallagher's got it. Tough player, Sammy Gallagher.
Sammy Gallagher, one of the best rebounders in the Rapid League competition, averaging 4.3 rebounds per game. And not only does she pull them down with her size advantage, but also her work ethic. Consistently getting in good positions.
Here she is again. Very experienced player, of course. Langton demanding the ball, but here's a strong move by Dart again, and that is a lovely basket from Tauihi, in fact. 13-8. How about that pace from the Phi? The basket doesn't fall, and Harris. That was a good gather.
Yes, it was. Yes, Tia Pavihi, so dangerous, has that scorer's mentality. Can absolutely light it up, averaging 6 points per game. That pass was off. The Phi will come away with it.
It wasn't far off, but in the air was just enough. Langton couldn't grab it, so 5-point deficit for the Phi. 44 seconds left. It's been a good contest so far in this match. Jay Kurasome again. 1-3 earlier, not that time. And it's gathered by Howden. Howden going coast to coast, here post to post, no good. Here's Kurasome. Foul has been conceded there by the Hoiho. Like Dart might have reached in there and hacked.
Oh, and the Phi questioning whether this is a shooting foul. Only 3 fouls in Rapid League per quarter until your team is in the bonus, so Jade Kurasome will happily walk the court.
And the Phi need these points. 3 to start the game from the Whai, and the Hoiho have responded really well. Interesting to see what sort of lineup the Hoiho is going to front with in the Tauihi game. A few rumours floating around about Beck Pizzi might be out of the game injured. Just trying to stack that up for you at the moment as Howden comes away with it for the Hoiho. Now Harris. Abby Harris going to work. Kirasumi with the rebound. Pace of the game is good. Lovely pass. Nice basket as the Whai cut the lead to 1.
Beautiful pass by Jade Kirasumi, but even better running by Karis. Brought in and, oh, back court call there. Alana Pawe received the ball before her feet got in the front court, so that one will go straight back to the Whai. 4.7 on the clock. We'll see what they can come up with.
Story Sadler to inbound it. Oh, lost. Broughton almost lost it. And that one will not fall at the end of the first, but a really competitive, even game as it's turned out, with the Whai coming back nicely. Those last 4 points to cut the lead to 1. 13 to 12 at the end of the first. Little Dart leading the scorers for the Hoiho with 4, and Kirasumi's got 8 of those 10 points for the, or 12 points rather, for the Whai. Now there's the large cheese for $30. Dunk 2025. Scan the QR code or Dunk 2025 if you've got a computer and you want to order your Sal's pizza this evening or any day until next Thursday.
What a deal that is. Absolutely get amongst it. But how good has Jade Kirasumi been for this Whai squad? Leading the way, scoring, pulling in rebounds. She's got 2. She leads her team in that category as well, and assisting the ball to her teammates, leaking out on the wings. And talk about assists. There's one for you at home, that FIBA starter from $55 a month. Get amongst it. Visit skybroadband.co.nz or call 09 525 5555.
We'll start with 4 points. Not on court at the moment. Harris, Blackman, Tauihi up there. Elise Gilbert, who's been called in at late notice as well, with Beck Pizzi. She doesn't front that main game. Well, the Tauihi game, that's a big blow for the Hoiho. She's been in stellar form the last couple of weeks. Dart for 3. Rebound by Dalton. Still here for Kirasumi. Nice pass. The first lap was sweet right there from Taylor Dalton. That was a really good basket.
That was a great cut from Taylor Dalton and great timing for her to cut off Jade Kirasumi with the ball. What I loved about that sequence of play, though, was the pace of which the Whai played it. You could tell their timing was on. When they received that ball, they were going with purpose, which led Taylor Dalton to that beautiful reverse layup.
And she gets the 1 as well. So this is a really good run. That's what? 7 straight points now to the Whai. Take the lead by 2. It's been good basketball from them. It's Langton. That's a good find to Dart. Dart with the mid-range jumper.
And that's a way to keep your scorer going. Lil Dart up to 6 points on the match.
Rogers. Work from Broughton out there. He's getting some good game time in this one. Kirasumi. Some activity, movement off the ball. Who needs activity when you got a 3-point shot like that?
What a game she is having. Up to 11 points with, you're right, a deep range 3. But well set up by Grace Patahi, who's also setting those ghost screens up high for her shooters.
2 threes in the game for Kirasumi. And that's too easy in many respects for Little Dart there. Could have missed that one. Fine, pushing the ball back to Dalton. Now Kirasumi again. Sophie Rogers. A little bit of a tangle there for Broughton. Still here though for Dalton. 6 on the shot clock. Here goes the shot from Patahi. It's away this time. It's still. That's gutsy play from Kirasumi, who is fouled.
It was great positioning, but going back to that pace and the timing I was talking about, this Whai playing with Taylor Dalton Once again, seen with that right-hand reverse. But you're right, Jade Kitasomi, the workhorse, getting in the right position for that rebound. And absolutely having a game right now. 12 points. With that shot, 4 from 4 from the free throw line. That 4 from 5.
2-point game for the Whai. Gilbert. Whoops. Just getting the timing of that a little wrong. Gilbert almost losing it. And that looked like she might have just dragged the foot there, Dart, maybe. Just took some steps there, Crystal.
Yeah, I think so.
Bringing the ball down court. Nice pass back to Kuka. And Kuka's fouled by Harris.
Story Sadler, so crafty with the way she plays. Say it every time I'm on the Whai games, but she's been through a lot of adversity with injuries, and can I just say, still one of the most skilled, crafty guards around, especially for her age. But just great vision of the floor. Connecting well with Laura Kuka, who works so well behind that line of defense.
Yeah, Kuka, a bit of a veteran player, but loves playing the game. Giving it and competing as well. Now Dart. Harris. Nice pass. Gilbert for 2.
Tia Pavihi and Elise Gilbert played a lot of basketball together this year. Both attending the University of Otago, very familiar with one another.
Dalton. For Sophie Rogers. Nice pass from Rogers. Nice finish from Laura Kuka.
Once again, we see that great movement along the back. Sophie Rogers, good delivery.
3 points for Kuka now. Gallagher. Going to work off Harris. Gets the pick and roll. Harris just couldn't quite grab the pass, but still gets the 2 points.
Abby Harris, good finish underneath. Sophie Rogers doing everything she can. Doesn't have the size. Taylor Dalton, though, has the speed.
Kuka with the offensive rebound is fouled. Both teams shooting the ball pretty well. Hoiho going at 63%. In fact, 69% now with that last basket. And the Whai shooting at 50%. It's been excellent quality of play from both teams so far.
Has that field goal percentage a little bit lower on the Whai side, but they've got into this Chemist Warehouse free throw line a lot more. With that attempt, up to 10 attempts on the day, the Hoiho only taking 2 trips to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
1 minute left in the first half. Here's Howden again. Back out there for another stint. Alana Howden, Gallagher. Work off Gilbert, Gallagher. Now they're going to call that a shooting foul. Yes, it will be for Sammy Gallagher.
Crafty of Samara Gallagher to get that shot up. The spacing did not look great for the Hoiho on that possession, but bailed out with the foul call.
Gallagher featuring in all 7 Rapid League games to this point this season. Coming off the bench in the Tauihi games. He required a bit more in this game now. Tizzy now injured, 23 apiece. Oh, steal, nice clean steal there from Howden. And she turned it into 2 points. Langton with the offensive rebound. Dart. Squeezing between a lot of traffic there. Here's Howden. Langton with another offensive rebound. Now, I don't think the shot clock reset there after that second offensive rebound by Howden, by Langton rather.
Eva Langton, so long, so sneaky around the hoop. You've got to put a body on her. She'll show you why.
Well, the 3-point perimeter shooting of Kitasomi is back out there now with only 18 seconds left in this first half.
And that's a smart sub, because although they have the BNZ player timeout, you can't make any changes at that point.
Darts. Oh, that's a lovely three from Lil Darts. And there goes the BNZ player timeout called by the Whai. What a shot from Darts.
Yeah, let's take another look at it. Look at that little hezzy. Stays in the right. Gets straight to her shot. Lil Dart. Dangerous from deep.
11 points for Dart. Now scan that QR code on your screens, folks, for your ticket to the big game. There are 5,000 tickets to give away to school groups, sports groups, community groups. Come along and see a Tauihi game. So fill out your group's details. Grab your tickets to the big game with thanks to BNZ. Let's see what the Whai can do for these last few seconds. Free ball with 5 seconds left is not going to fall. Gallagher's got time to get it down court. No, she doesn't. 26 to 23. That is a very good half, I think, from both teams here in this first half of the Rapid League game, with the Whai up, in fact, the Hoiho up rather by 3.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a great game today. Only one possession in it. Really interesting. In this quarter, we can just take a breath. That felt up and down like a lot of cardio was going on down in Dunedin.
You're saying the treadmill was getting a serious workout there, eh?
Absolutely.
Darts. 11 points in the game. She's only missed one shot too. 4 from 5 from the field. It's a three-pointer. Here's Howden, busy as ever. Strong finish from Howden. She's up to 7 points.
Yeah, she's come alive in spurts. Beautiful footwork and beautiful shot from Sophie Rogers. We know she can shoot it from deep. That is what she's known for. A sniper from Tauranga gets it done.
Rogers cuts that lead back to 2 again. Good shooting from both teams. Paiwai away this time, rather Howden. And here comes Kurasumi with that rebound. Rogers, no, good hands. Sadler's away with that one. Tough rebound taken by Kuka, who was fouled. Reaching there by Gallagher, it looked like.
Just love the unselfish play from this Whai squad. The extra pass to find Story all alone in the corner.
Sadler to inbound it. Dalton. Three ballers away this time from Broughton, and now Gallagher. Gives it to Howden again. Gallagher sets the screen. Now Harris. Langton going to put up the 3-ball. Away again. Harris with those long arms over Sadler. Oh, clean steal right there from Tauihi.
Great read from Grayson to ducking on that. Kuka can't get it to go. Was a good look.
Oh, lost. Stone cold there by Tauihi, and here comes Dalton again. Dalton loved the fake, and Gallagher's fouled her.
Sold us on that one. Taylor Dalton taking us to Europe with the Euro step. Look at her pick up that loose ball right left around the world. Let me take a trip to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
Yeah, Taylor Dalton. It's just her second Rapid League game this year. It's 7 points in the previous match that she played in, and just exceeded that by 1 now. Key player coming off the bench in the Tauihi game for sure.
And she keeps a perfect record from that free throw line. Coming into that 2 today, she was 100%, 2 from 2. She now sits pretty with 6 of 6.
You didn't want to say anything before she shot it, just in case you spooked her.
I've already done it to Jade today. I can't do it to Taylor too. Sammy.
Gallagher's picked up the foul. A little bit of body contact there. So 3 fouls conceded by the Hoiho, which means 2 shots for the Whai. 33.4 seconds left in this third. Well, your prediction about the Hoiho going good in the third quarter is there again.
Look, I'm not, really into data analytics like that, but the stats don't lie.
Again. 6 from 6 from the free throw line. She ain't gonna miss.
Oh, don't do it to her.
I love it. 32 apiece. All set up for a brilliant conclusion to this game. Howden. Howden didn't use Langton. Double team, but still gets the pass away. Tauihi back to Howden. Weak side rebound by Elise Gilbert. That means they'll have the last shot. Beautifully done by Gilbert. Bit of time up their sleeves now to set this one up. Gilbert. Oh, she flew in to try and grab her own rebound, and it's still going to be Hoiho ball with 1.5 left.
Oh, credit to Elise Gilbert, who was just stuck with this play. Chased that rebound out of court, got it back, and chased her own shot when she knew it was off.
Out into Langton, got to put the shot up. 32 all with 4 minutes to play. We've got a really good Sky Broadband Rapid League game conclusion coming for you in this one here from Dunedin. Don't forget the main game, the Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa tipping off in half an hour. Hope you can join us for that one. It's going to be third versus fourth. Both teams have identical records, 3 wins, 4 losses heading into tip-off at just after 7:30 this evening. Hard to predict which way this one's going to go, Crystal.
It is hard, but if we're going from what I said earlier, the Whai stand up in the fourth quarter. That is their best offensive output, period. So we'll see if that holds true today. Then if we're also talking about experience in close games, the Whai, the only team that has experience winning in overtime, the Hoiho, have not got that close yet. But a lot of experience and a lot of great hustle plays paying off the way of the Hoiho in that last quarter. And talk about paying off, get amongst that Sky Broadband deal. $55 a month. You know what website to visit or who to call. Take a picture of that on your screen.
Well, last quarter begins here in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. Well, we've got getting the first possession. Gilbert's. Alden. Up defense played by the Whai, but Langton shrugs free her defender. Can't nail that long range, and Langton struggling in this game, 3 from 7.
She's a shooter. That's a good shot for her to take. They ran that play for her.
Ooh, what about that play? From Dalton Kidasome, couldn't seal it. Langton is very good on the boards in this game. Rebound number 3 for her. That rebound number 5, rather. Here's Howden. Gilbert puts up the triple, not going to fall. Here comes the Whai again. Dalton. 3 ball goes up this time from Panahi. It's away, and there's Langton again. Fine little hand from her as Howden comes down court. A lot of traffic there for Howden, and it drops for Alana Howden. 3-point play coming up.
What a game she is having. Up to 9 points. She's got 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and the crafty footwork and patience to get that shot up through the trees.
3-point play is completed by Howden. Gives the Hoiho a 3-point lead. First points of that final quarter, just there. So ball is the core.
The Hoiho doing a great job of clogging the paint defensively. Jade Kidasome went to pivot. A few Hoiho players were right there on the turn.
Rogers for 3. Right, this time, but the rebound is kind, and the 5 got it again. Jade Kidasome trying to work off Kuka. A little reach in there by Tauihi.
Tauihi wondering what she did wrong. Does not love that call.
Kidasome. Oh, beautiful pass. There's a foul by Gilbert on Sophie Rogers.
And that is the joy of having someone like Jade Kidasome continue to come back to a club and a franchise. She has this connection, the cohesion going with these locals. Sophie Rogers played with her for a few years now, knew exactly where to be on that catch.
So Rogers goes to the Chemist Warehouse stripe here. Ooh, the Whai remains scoreless in this quarter. I'm waiting for them to heat up.
Don't look at me like that, Glenn. Sophie Rogers, a key scorer for this Whai Rapid League squad, averaging just under 6 points.
Plenty of time left this one. Little dart. Harris. Dart. Go around Sadler. Does so nicely. Dart. Look at that foul too. Not coming that time. But still got 13 points.
Yeah, she is just tough to guard. Gets it done in so many ways.
Dalton. Somi. D play by the Hoiho there. In fact, the whole quarter's been tough. Those cut opportunities not materialising so far in these first 4 minutes. And there is a nice strong drive there by Tauihi. She's fouled.
Tauihi unfazed by any defender that is put in front of her. And if nobody comes, you know she's going straight to the cup. We've said it multiple times. She has that scorer's mentality. She hunts baskets for a living. Her first trip to the Chemist Warehouse line tonight.
Yeah, these are important free throws in the context of this game now. Just giving the Hoiho the chance to get a little bit of breathing space. Nice job by the Hoiho. They've played this quarter super smart so far. The ref needs to get on the trend. We just get a little bit more, you know.
A bit more agile.
Exactly. Those fast twitch fibers really working.
It's Edgar Dalton picking up full court. She knows they need a stop here. Only a minute 20 left in this one.
Tauihi for three. Nice rebound by Harris. Gets it again, no. Here's the fight. Now they have to score here. Gallagher, there's the foul up high.
Smart by Patahi, because now that is the Hoiho's third foul. She should be shooting free throws with that call. And that's an easy way to get some points on the board, stop the clock, preserve the time.
Wow, this Whai haven't got a field goal in this quarter so far. Right here at the line here. All 3 points, or 2 points they scored, just free throws. It's a credit to the Hoiho defence.
It is. You can hear the communication on your screen. They're talking switches.
Oh, that's beautiful from Dart. Oh, couldn't seal it though. Now Dalton. I need a quick basket hand. Dalton is going to provide it. No. Still. It's going to be Chemist Warehouse visit for Taylor Dalton.
But I like that they're playing quick. They're getting up. They're getting after it. If Taylor makes these 2 free throws, can bring it back to a 1-possession game. And we know the Whai have shooters on their side.
Dalton is just impeccable from the free throw line. That's 8 from 8 in this game. Hasn't even looked close to missing.
Oh, good defense from the Whai. Great denial of Lil Dart.
Langton. Whai need the ball, but Hoiho did a great job there, soaking up 12 seconds. And they'll just let this time look right down if they can. Good play. Gallagher. Oh, that's a killer. What a shot from Gallagher.
What a shot from Gallagher. And what about those handles from Lil Dart? Take another look at it. Splits that trap. A little dish off. No looker to her right. Gallagher, the experienced captain for the Hoiho, makes no mistake. That's just beautiful basketball and beautifully set up by Lil Dart.
So BBNZ player timeout called by the Whai. They really had no choice. The game just slipping out of their grasp a little. Took the big game from the BBNZ, of course. Chance to win some tickets by scanning that QR code with those 5,000 tickets to give away to school groups, sports groups and community groups. Get into it, folks. Come along to a Tauihi game. Quick basket required, F the 5. Need one super smart. Dalton! I think that came off Langton.
Good defense from Langton, really using her length to stay in front and just disrupt Taylor Dalton getting to the cup.
Jade Kirasumi. Someone's got to put a 3-ball up. Dalton, someone's got to do something super fast. Dalton again with a key clutch basket. Back to 4. That extra point. Yes, well done, Harris.
Hoiho did a great job to break that press. Trying to go fast again.
Jade Kirasumi gets 2 points. But that is just about going to do it. And in fact, it will do it. And that's a really good game of Sky Broadband Rapid League Basketball, which the Hoiho won by 4 points. Nice finish for Abby Harris. She's had a strong game with 4 points and 4 rebounds, but it's the home team that get the job done by 4, 44-40. So that is win number 4 for the Hoiho, locked away for the Rapid League season. And the Whai stay on 3 wins. Despite that, pretty good performance from them, actually, wasn't it?
Oh, it was so close. I feel like I jinxed them with that last quarter. But yeah, they had 3 quarters of really high-level basketball. Taylor Dalton, so good tonight. 15 points, and 9 of those coming from the free throw line. Jade Kirasumi doing it all for the Whai as well. But Lil Dart and Alana Howden getting it done scoring-wise for the Hoiho. How big was Sammy Gallagher on those boards, and with Little Ways just chipping in, making winning plays. Eva Langdon as well, using her length on the glass. Jade Kirasumi, we spoke about it. She was everywhere, and also passing the ball out as well. 3 assists for her. Lil Dart 5, Sammy Gallagher 2. My favorite assist was Lil Dart's one to Sammy Gallagher, that 3-point shot that arguably sealed the game. And we didn't get any blocks tonight, but we did get some steals. Howden with 2, the very quick hands. Patahi 2, and Story Sadler with 1 as well.
Yeah, total rebounds actually interesting, 23-14 in favour of the Hoiho, so that was a big stat in their favour. Well, there we are, folks. Another Sky Broadband Rapid League game done for 2025, and a very enjoyable one it was as well. Hoiho winning that 44-40. Stick around here, though. We've got the Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa game coming up in about 18 minutes. We'll see you then.
Number 14, Lena Snyder. Number 5, Emmy Shearer. Number 3, Michaela Cowling. And number 4, Jessica McDowell White. And for your Southern Hoiho, number 28, Elise Gilbert. Number 14, Abby Harris. Number 7, Tia Habibi. Number 4, Elena Howden. Number 9, Tamara Gallagher. Number 17, Eva Langton. Number 12, Noah Dark. And now for your Hoiho starters, number 3, Taylor Simmons.
Kia ora everybody, welcome to Dunedin. Here we're at the Edgar Centre, and here comes the match in round 7 of Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa for 2025. It's the Southern Hoiho and the Tauihi Whai. Looking forward to this one because this is going to be the second time these two teams have met this season. On October the 3rd, the Whai won 89-74 in Tauranga. And we thought at that stage, I think the Hoiho might have been 0-2. They might have had a really rough season coming, but then they went to Auckland 2 days later and beat the Kahu comfortably, and that has kick-started a very competitive season for them. Glenn Lama here with a call with former Tall Fern Crystal Ledger-Walker, and this one's going to be interesting. And as we go straight to the Good Health poll brought to you by the trusted Viralex range, the natural immune defence support for the whole family available at the Chemist Warehouse. And the 554-46, it's nice and tight heading into this one, isn't it?
It is. I mean, when you think about the words cohesion, teamwork, who is in form right now, you think these two teams, they're playing very well together, and when their units are healthy and out there out of foul trouble, they look really good. So no surprise that we're pretty evenly matched on this poll.
So get into it, folks. Scan that QR code, cast your vote. We'd love to get you part of our broadcast as we go on through this match here this evening in Dunedin. So yeah, really good vibe here in the Edgar Centre as we get close to tip-off. Let's have a look at the standings, and it is tight amongst those top 4 teams. Not much between them, Crystal. So this game here, second versus third, is very important.
Yeah, it absolutely is. With the Whai taking a win, they could jump up into that first place seed, whereas the Hoiho, if they get a win, they can potentially go ahead of the Whai.
Nothing like a three-way tie, I reckon, heading into the rest of the games this weekend. That would be cool.
That would. And the Hoiho, this isn't their only game this week, so they'll play again on Sunday. This could get the ball rolling for them in that sense.
Well, they could be on top of the table, you know, if a couple of other results go their way by the end of the weekend. And no one would have predicted that after round 7 at the start of the season. So let's see what unfolds here. Speaking of matches to come over the weekend, all of these matches are vital now, and the next one comes up in Wellington tomorrow afternoon, and we're going to be back to broadcast that one too, the Queens and the Puakai. It's going to be fascinating. Kahu at home on Sunday. Can they get their first win against the Hoiho? And then round 8 begins next Friday with the Queens hosting the Kahu and the Whai on Saturday week, home to the Puakai. Well, let's have a look at the starting fives. We have big news coming out of the Hoiho camp in just a moment. No surprises in the starting five here for the Whai, with Michaela Cowling, Jess McDowell-White, Emmy Shearer, Lena Snyder, Hannah Hank, all set to go again for the Whai. Let's hear from the South Australian, and who's been in pretty good form for the Whai, Hannah Hank.
Whai are coming off a loss after rolling off a 5-game winning streak. What is the key to finding that winning form on the offensive end on the floor tonight?
Yeah, I think just getting back to spaces that we're great at, that's transition for us, and I think playing with pace. So I think that's going to be something we're intentional about tonight, and making sure we get back to that and, yeah, getting back in winning form.
Brilliant. The Hoiho have been rolling. Where did the Whai need to limit them tonight to give yourself the best chance to win on the road?
Yeah. I think on the flip side, they're also a team that plays well in the transition. So, and also just scrappy. They like to get after loose balls and stuff like that, generate extra possessions. So I think just for us, cleaning up, finishing plays, doing the little things like that, and yeah, should be good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, Hannah Hank there, interesting player. She's been going at 20 points per game for the Whai this season at 46%. Great numbers from her. 8 rebounds a game too. Yes, the Whai coming off an 80-70 loss to the Queens in their last match. Now, where's Beck Pizzi? She's not there. Big blow for the Hoiho in this game. She's out with an ankle injury, and that is a real blow to the Hoiho. But Bradley is still there. Jesse Edwards, Zoe Richards comes in for Pizzi, so they've got a good, solid replacement there. Claire Jacobs, Taylor Simmons, but it's going to be tough without Pizzi. Let's hear from one of their players who's been pretty solid all season so far. That's the centre, Jesse Edwards.
Have been a handful of they have a handful of a front line with Lena Snyder and Hannah Hank. How can you and the Hoiho limit the impact on the game tonight?
We have to make it really tough for them, both on the catch and on the shots, because they're both really strong players. So the less they can touch the ball and the harder it is for them to get their shot off, I think it's going to be a whole lot easier for us if we can do those two things.
Brilliant. Perfect. The Hoiho are coming off a big win on the home court, and they've been playing well of late, with 3 wins in the last 4 games. What is the key to maintaining that level of play in tonight's game?
We just need to keep our teamwork going. I think what made us so great recently is showing the ball around, moving it, and getting everybody involved. And when we play as a team and we look for everybody, that's when we're really dangerous. So as long as we keep playing good team basketball and going hard on rebounds and working hard, I think we're going to be all right.
Brilliant. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Good luck.
Jesse Edwards with 11 points per game at 54%, 7 rebounds a game as well. We've got to get your thoughts on Beck Pizzi not playing, Crystal. What about that as we check out the front court and that bottom thing there with Pizzi not featuring now?
Yeah, Pizzi's such a big part of this Hoiho squad. I said it, when they have their full 6-7 main core really in rotation playing well, they look great, they look cohesive, and Pizzi's a big part of that. The way she scores, she's averaging just under 13 points per game. She's also got 11 steals on the season, so gets things going on that defensive side of things too. But not just that offensive side of her game. Defensively, who now is going to match up and stop the likes of Snyder and Hank? Because although Zoe Richards is very strong inside. She has a little bit less height than Pizzy does in there.
Yeah, Pizzy, the thing with Pizzy that I've liked this season is her all-round game. She's got a good outside shot. She's strong driving. She's a very good hard worker off the ball as well. And they're going to miss her in this game.
They will, and not just that, she also has the experience. She's been playing at that WNBL level for a while and brings that to this Hoiho squad. But let's stop talking about Hoiho for a second. Let's flip to the fight. Snyder and Hank, they have been dominating inside. Lena Snyder averaging a double-double and coming off a 19-point game versus the Queens. She's been in great form lately.
Yeah, Snyder 18 points per game, Hank 20 points per game. There's 38 points between just those two players. They are going to be a force in this game for sure. Sasha Nicholson, Blake Rosanowski and Leo Shaw with the whistles in this one. And we are underway, and it's going to be the Phi with the ball. And straight to work goes Shearer. Beautiful pass to Cowling. Oh, Cowling didn't get the mid-ranger. And Zoe Richards in there trying to keep Hank at bay, and it is going to be Phi ball. Yeah, Zoe Richards becomes such a key player in this game now. She really does.
She does. Most improved player of this league a few seasons ago and has continued to take leaps in her game. We'll see if she can step up for the Hoiho tonight.
Del White, she's having an excellent season as well. Hank, trying to go around Edwards, does so. There's the first points of the game.
And that is that size that we spoke about, that physical presence that Hannah Hank brings to any game she's a part of. Strong take to her favoured right hand.
Taylor Simmons. Edwards up high. Here's Jacobs. She's going to have to get hot. It's been a bit hit and miss so far, but there's Edwards getting the response from the Hoiho.
Good balance from Edwards. Took out Snyder on her way to the basket. Easy two. Jess McDowell White can't get it going from deep.
Richards with the rebound. Paige Bradley. It was really one-way traffic pretty much in the last game between these two in Tauranga. A lot has changed since then. Hoiho much better. And that part of their game has really gone through the roof.
Absolutely, and that is where Zoe Richards thrives. That movement off the ball, constant effort, going at the rim. Great cut from her down the paint. Hannah Hank taking a lot of contacts on her way to the ground.
Yeah. She got hit in the head initially, but lovely pass. Beautiful patience there from Jessie Edwards on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Hank goes to the free throw line, has hardly missed a free throw all season, 86% from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Yeah, she's bought her complete package down to Aotearoa this season. It's been a big force inside for the Phi. It's been very consistent.
She's a big part of the Geelong WNBL team in the Australian League this year too, with 8 points per game and 5 rebounds. Locked up scoreboard early in this one. Bradley. Here's Edwards. Bradley for three. That one's going to be 5 possession.
Just like the defense from Hannah Hank in the post down low, she's forcing Edwards to get out of the paint, making her catches higher than usual.
Dow White off the screen from Hank. Good pass to Cowling. Cowling at the fadeaway. Oh, yes, look out if Cowling can get that shot humming in this game.
Yeah, that's just really difficult to guard at Cowling's height, and with her length, she can get that shot up over pretty much every guard in this competition.
Jacobs trying to find some space. Can't get some. Nice tip into the hands there of Snyder. Nice pass to Shearer. Cowling almost dropping the ball there. That goes to the three, and Cowling with back-to-back baskets.
She got too excited when that ball came her way. Took a dribble, didn't matter. Claire Jacobs trying to respond.
I guess so, and here comes the play from McDowell White. Beautiful outlet pass. And there's 2 more first points of the game for the Kiwi Shearer.
Shearer has been so consistent this season, coming off out of a great college career, averaging just under 15 points per game. You've got to find her early.
Jacobs bumping bodies. And there's the foul. McDowell White this time conceding that one. And boy, I was wondering straight off the bat there with the Whai getting hot. Couple of baskets from Cowling and then that fast break from Shearer converter. Wonder whether Todd Marshall might have been calling a timeout there to halt the momentum. Must have been thinking about it.
Yeah, he knows the Whai is coming in here hot. We've spoken about the hot game the Hoiho have just come off where they scored over 100 points. So potentially he's trusting his team, trusting in their offensive efficiency, that they'd get it in, just like Claire Jacobs did then.
Hoiho in their last game 7-8 days ago thumped the Puakai 102-66. It was good night nurse in that game. Jess McDowell-White getting rid of Bradley. Can't nail the 2 points though, and that one's come off Richards. It's still going to be 5 possession.
Jess McDowell-White does a great job of letting the game come to her, picking her moments. And that one, she let the ball get around, waited for it to come back on the second side.
The ball from Shearer's just away. Snyder can't tidy up. Here's Jacobs. Jacobs can't get the long range at a 4. Edwards does a great job. Richards, beautiful pass. That's a lovely play there from Simmons. This is the thing I love about the Hoiho. Their composure.
Their composure, their unselfishness, their willingness to give that extra pass, as we just saw Simmons do to Edwards.
And they all do it too. It's been a joy to watch so far this season. Edwards goes back to the line. Now you can see Beck Pizzi. She's on the bench there for the Hoiho. If you just joined the broadcast, she's not playing the Tall Ferns player, out with an ankle injury. Must have been late too, because in our report yesterday, she was named to play.
Might have developed that shoot around this morning, or potentially in the warm-up.
Del White, the lane opened up there. She's like on the freeway with no other car in sight. Here is Bradley. Simmons. Oh, good steal. Hank. So back to McDowell White. This fighting looks super slick. How about that? And there's Shearer getting 2 points.
How about that? Emmy Shearer choosing to take the backward shot underneath. Great vision from Jess McDowell White. The Whai team are flowing.
I tell you what, they are looking really strong. Edwards. Looking for space. And a foul comes late there from the official. It will be 2 shots. I think Hannah Hank might pick up that one.
Yeah, definitely a foul. I thought Hannah Hank got her on the arm. Good take by Jessie Edwards.
Jacob's going to take a seat on the pine. And this is where things get a little bit sticky for the Hoiho. Because ordinarily, this is where Zoe Richards comes into the game.
It is, but you know, the likes of Lil Dart have been great, impactful players off the bench for the Hoiho. She adds that scoring spark.
Dart's been key off the bench. 12 points per game. She's shooting at a great percentage too, 56%. Edwards gets the second from the Chemist Warehouse strike. Lead back to 7. Whai dominating in the early stages of this one. Del White. Dalton out there now, 2 for her first taste of action. Cowling. Lovely pass into Snyder. Good defense though by the Hoiho. Green ball's not going to fall this time from Tauihi, who's out there too.
It's good to see Tane Bennett running his subs early, preserving those legs for his Whai squad, getting the likes of Grayson Parihi and Taylor Dalton in for his starters.
Oh, just throws it out of court. A little miscommunication there with Michaela Cowling. It's funny how the basketball blood flows through siblings' veins. We'll often enjoy Will McDowell White. Breakers for so many years now. Sister started to carve up in the fight.
Oh, you just talk about sporting pedigree. Their dad, an AFL star.
Simmons Yeah, that was a high percentage pass, that one, of missing. And Dalton looking to capitalise. Blocked by Jesse Edwards.
Jesse Edwards camping out, waiting for that one. She runs the floor so well for a big, gets back to protect the rim for the Hoiho.
She's got long arms, hasn't she? Well, that's been lost but regathered by Richards just in the nick of time from little darts. Bradley. There goes the three ball from Simmons. First points of the game.
And we know what she can do. Simmons is a scorer. Jess McDowell-White pushing things.
Woo! McDowell-White, you ain't taking that ball from me.
No, she's like, I'll give you this assist. Give it back.
Darts over there, Edwards. Edwards looking to dominate against contact on that shot. No, says the referee. Callan over to McDowell-White. Nice rotation. Tauihi from the corner again. Can't nail the triple. Here's Paige Bradley on the run. Darts. Going to work off Richards. Darts. Kicks it back out to Paige Bradley. Oh, come on. Give her 1.5 points there and then give 2 to Zoe Edwards.
Zoe.
Richards, rather.
Great rebounder inside, perfect positioning, picking up the crumbs for the Hoiho.
Right, lead back to 4 is Cowling. Can't nail that jumper from the 3 line. Now that lead was 8 points, Crystal. It's back to 4 now.
The Hoiho will chip away at you just like this. We spoke about Todd Marshall calling that timeout earlier. He knows he has a floor general in Paige Bradley, who's able to claw things back.
Great battle of the point guards in this game. McDowell-White. Richards goes for 3. There's the rebound this time from Hank. Now Dalton. Jacobs back out there now for the Hoiho as well. Cowler. Somi. First taste of ball action in this game. Hank looking to get around Richards, who concedes the foul.
It's just such a strong take from Hannah Hank.
Foul here by Zoe Richards.
Anytime she gets a touch in the paint, she is hard to guard. With her strong frame, that size, you've got to have good positioning and you've got to do your work early to stop her.
So Hank at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Ooh, rare miss from her. It's her first free throw miss. 4 from 5 in the game for 6 points. Simmons. Here's Jacobs. Nice pass to Dart. Dart got that late footwork.
That's what they said, or we said they put her in for. Sorry, that scoring punch that she can provide this team.
Darling just salvaged it there. Cher almost loses it again. Good defense on her by Darts. And I think that's a foul against Darts. A little unlucky there, perhaps, Crystal.
Yeah, I think that's unlucky as well. Really troubling Emmy Cher on that dribble, but look at her on this take. Weaves through the defense for that finish. The Hoiho down 3.
And over to Kurasumi. McDowell-White. Snyder for 3. Oh, and it goes from Lena Snyder. First points of the game for her.
Former Hoiho player, she likes these rims. She feels like Dunedin is a little piece of home for her. Gets that roll.
Gets that lead back out to 6. Paige Bradley. McDowell-White, they're super fast on her. Ooh, normally Bradley will gobble those up for breakfast. She gobbled that one up, didn't she?
She did. Stuck with the play. Head was on a swivel. Speaking of heads on a swivel, Jess McDowell-White with the kick ahead to Kitasomi.
Pace of the game from the Phi has been exceptional. Love it. How about Paige Bradley?
Yeah, look at that steal. Read it like a book. Perfect little pull-up along the base.
Here is Paige Bradley again. Hoiho again showing really good fighting qualities in this game. They take the scoreboard out of the game every game. Bradley. Here's the three from Simmons. Overcooked that one. Hank. Gives it to Kitasomi inside the last minute of the first quarter. Kitasomi given a lot of space there. And the foul, I think, is going to come from Simmons.
Jade Kitasomi is so good at getting her defender up in the air when she drives. That little head nod, that little fake. She's able to draw a lot of fouls from the refs.
So Jade Kitasomi at the free throw line. The Chemist Warehouse stripe. She's just been going at 56% in that statistical category. Now it's 2 from 2 from that visit. Keeps the Hoiho at arm's length. Richards. Now Jacobs. Jacobs wants to score, doesn't she? Does too. Here goes that push again, Crystal, as we see Hank down court quickly. No foul on that occasion for Hannah Hank. Was there a foul?
Not sure, but that's great support from Paige Bradley to get back and do enough to deter that shot from Hank, who runs the floor very well.
It's not going to drop from Sharon. Now Bradley. Bradley! Oh, that deserved to be scored, didn't it? And there's a little reach in there by Sammy Gallagher, who's out on there.
I hope that foul is on Sammy Gallagher, not Lil Dart, because that would be her second. And she needs to be in this game with Beck Pizzi on the bench.
And at various times during the season too, Crystal, there have been a bit of foul trouble for some Hoiho players. Paige Bradley fouled out in one game. Claire Jacobs getting in foul trouble as well. And Simmons.
Yes, and Simmons and Dart. When they played the Queens at home, they got in foul trouble down the stretch and it cost them. So we'll look to see what adjustments Todd Marshall makes for his team tonight.
Well, here's the last play of the first quarter. Hoiho need a basket. Bradley trying to get around Dal White, who concedes the foul. Pretty soft call there. That ain't going to count, though, for Bradley.
It was pretty, though.
Just getting a little too physical there was Jess McDowell-White. Concedes her second foul. Hoiho not on the bonus. Good pass out of Jacobs. Jacobs. Can't get the roll. Richards still got time for the putback. Can't nail it. It's a 5-point game to the fight. The end of the first here in Dunedin. It is 24-19. Second quarter coming up in just a moment.
Contestant has 2 shots from under the basket. When they make the goal, they have to run as fast as they can to the middle of the court, steal the Sal's Pizza slice voucher, and then return for another shot until all the vouchers are stolen. Are we ready? Three, 2, 1, go! Make some noise, make some noise. Thirty seconds. One more.
Quarter time here in Dunedin. It is 24-19 to the Whai. So I've got some stats for you. Leading scorer of the game is Hannah Hank with 6. Michaela Cowling with 5. All of the starting 5 have scored for the Whai. They're shooting the ball at 44%. So some pretty good numbers so far looming for them. The Hoiho, Jessie Edwards, Claire Jacobs, Zoe Richards all have 4 points each. Simmons and Bradley have also got themselves on the score sheet as well. 2 fouls to Lil Dart and 2 fouls to Jess McDowell-White in that first quarter.
Yeah, definitely something to watch for Jess McDowell-White, the heart and soul of running this Whai squad. Luckily, they have point guards in Taylor Dalton and Jade Kudasome who can step up. Claire Jacobs, her second really tough miss.
Snyder! She can't nail it at the other end. Edwards has got it. Bradley looking for an opportunity immediately. Gives it to Jacobs. Oh, one of those is going to drop shortly. Maybe it's going to be this one. Not that time either. Oh, stolen by Gallagher. And finally the ball goes through the basket.
The Hoiho deserved those 2 points. They did a lot of work to get them.
Cowling. So Gallagher gets on the score sheet. Kudasome. Oh, the first time the Whai just looking a little uncertain offensively, but it doesn't matter.
Lena Snyder feeling hot from deep tonight. 2 from 2 from the 3.
6 points from Snyder. What a great offense, a great shot. Here's Richards. Here she goes, dropping that mid-ranger. Zoe Richards, 6 points.
That's absolutely her shot. She thrives in that 17-foot range.
Shearer. Oh, who's that gone down injured? It's Gallagher. Shearer maybe winding Gallagher with an elbow there.
Yeah, you hate to see it. It must have been a really tough elbow because Sammy Gallagher, one of the toughest players around.
She's going to run it off. Shearer at the age of 23 has been a real star, one of the best, I want to say one of the best New Zealand players in the league, if not the best.
Yeah,
she's been really shining.
Yeah, she's absolutely making a case. She's so hard to guard, so sneaky, and a really long defender as well.
She's a tough player. Jacobs, Richards for 3. And it goes from Zoe Richards. Back to a 3-point game. We're back on defense quickly. Snyder lining up another one. Not going to drop this time. Jacobs. Here comes Bradley. Jacobs. Well, her confidence isn't being rattled at the moment. She's not having a great night with the shooting percentages. 1 from 9, and that was a pretty low percentage shot, that one.
Yeah, it was. And the Whai putting Jess McDowell-White back in with those 2 personal fouls. Willing to roll the dice and take the risk. Tane Bennett wants some more control for his squad.
Yeah, Shearer, Cowling open in the corner. Can't drop it. Oh, tip back to Emmy Shearer. You know, some players just get themselves in the right position every single time. She seems to be one of them.
Yeah, and she finishes so well too. Little step through to the left.
Emmy Shearer, a ball magnet. Here's Gallagher. Richards. Shot clock down to 6 here for Jacobs again. Can't find a way through. And Cowling, nicely done. Snyder. Shearer puts up the 3. Can't drop it. Nice rebound from McDowell-White. Hank Hank wasn't expecting it, still has it. 5 on the shot clock for Hannah Hank. Good defense by Edwards. Did that touch the rim? It did.
That was great defense from Edwards. Stayed tall, kept her hands out. But look at that move from Emmy Shearer. So we spoke about, she was a ball magnet and stuck with it. Got around the defense for another 2.
Yeah, we all love Paige. She's such a great player, Paige Bradley. And there's a timeout called on the floor with the Phi up by 5 points. In this game, it's like Todd Marshall finally wants to talk it over. Arne Bennett gets the opportunity as well. Oh, given Beck Pizzi's out of the game, I think the Hoiho are all right without her.
Yeah, they're sticking with it. And if Claire Jacobs can get herself going, that will help as well, because she's getting some good looks. They're just not dropping.
Tough night for her offensively, 1 from 10 in the game. Just 4 points for her, but she's got to be encouraged to keep shooting the ball.
She has, and players that should be encouraged to keep shooting. Lena Snyder, who's got 2 threes on the day, has officially become the 4th player to score 500 career points. The only other players to do that are Imari Thomas, who played for the Kahu, Talia Tupaia, who plays for the Kahu, and McKenna Dale, who's now with the Puakai.
She'll be in action again, McKenna Dale, tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon, rather, when Puakai play the Queens. One's coming up at 2 o'clock. Action begins in that game. Here's Simmons. Nice. Pretty good contact off the ball there, and Jessie Edwards is going to be called for the blocking foul off the ball.
I wish I could lip read.
Edwards might have picked up his 2nd foul on that one. Shearer. Oh, lovely read there from Jessie Edwards. Jacobs. Bradley. See if Simmons can go to work here on Shearer. It's a good matchup. Oh, lovely pass into Edwards. That's a good finish.
It is good movement off the ball. Great support from Edwards, slicing down the lane, and Simmons with the vision.
6 for Jessie Edwards. Here goes Shearer. She's just too good. Emmy Shearer. She's the first in the game to hit double digits.
And with that basket, she also becomes only the 2nd Kiwi to score 100 points this season.
Edwards. Now the triple. Shearer having a wonderful season for the Phi, no question about it. Dal White learned that one from his brother. Here is Richards. Now Jacobs. Richards thought about the 3 again. No foul there against Zoe Richards as Cowling. Snyder pushing the ball. Hank. Shearer for 3. Lovely rotation.
And that is what the Phi were aiming to do coming into this game. That transition offense, playing with pace and playing unselfishly, as Hannah Hank to Emmy Shearer in the corner.
Wow, Shearer up to 13.6 from 9 in the game for Shearer. And it's corridor time for the Hoiho. Let's remind you too that grab some free fuel with you for your next visit to Waitomo. Just scan the QR code on your screen there, head to Waitomo's online wheel, enter your mobile number to spin the wheel, and you'll automatically score Waitomo Mula to use on your next fuel up at any Waitomo fuel stop. Well, that 3 really hurt the Hoiho, Crystal, didn't it? Really did.
Yeah, it did. But something they'll want to stop is just that transition flow that the Whai seem to have going. Getting out in the break, they're really pushing the ball. They need to find shooters like Shearer.
Yeah, crowd's just kind of touch quiet now with the Hoiho now trailing this game by 8 points. Whai outscoring the Hoiho 12-9 so far in the second quarter, halfway through it. Edwards. Here's Bradley. Tough rebound by Snyder. That's good work. Del White there in support. Cowling. Shot again by Hank. And this pace, the Hoiho struggling to stay with it.
Yeah, they are taking quick shots. The Whai have just ballooned out to a 10-point lead.
It's the biggest lead of the game now. Del White playing with a lot of confidence, the Whai, aren't they? Here's Hank. And that's going to be a foul. Will that be against Gallagher or Edwards? It's gone on number 10, Jessie Edwards. That's her third foul.
That is a big call and going to be a big loss for the Hoiho. Pleading with the ref.
Coach Marshall got no option but to get Zoe Richards back into the game. And Edwards is going to have to go to the sideline. You'd think for the rest of this half at least. Hannah Hank at the line.
But they're going to need someone to step up and stop Hannah Hank. She's so big inside, and the Hoiho looking to push right back.
Exactly. Playing to fight their own game here. Simmons. Here's Jacobs. Simmons. Here's Gallagher. That's blocked. And here's Cowling.
This is the great thing about the Whai. They have 4 players out there that can really initiate that break and push the pace. Speaking of initiating the break, Simmons to Gallagher.
Here's Jacobs. There's a foul this time from Hank. And it's going to see Claire Jacobs go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2 shots.
Claire Jacobs has been quiet from the field. Only 1 field goal tonight. But she's gone 2 from 2 from the Chemist Warehouse free throw line. Hopefully these shots can get her going. She's the leading scorer for this Hoiho squad. 16.6 points per game. And usually shoots her free throws at a 97% shooting rate.
Back to 10, Dalton. No let up in this intensity from the Whai in this game. Snyder for 3. Oh, and it goes for her third 3 of the game.
Cut it out. Lena Snyder left on an island on her pick and roll pop.
Beautiful pass into Gallagher. 2 points there for Sammy Gallagher. 4 points there were too as Snyder. He back out there now. And that's going to go against the Whai, that one.
Michaela Cowling doesn't believe it, but isn't surprised. She knows that offensive fouls and moving screens are a point of emphasis in our leagues down here. She'll walk it off.
Bradley. Oh, if Dart was the intended recipient of that pass, I think it was more meant for Simmons, but there's Dart trying to make something from nothing. Pick up 2 shots from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, little Dart.
That was just a great take. Came to a 2-foot stop in the paint. On her step through, she showed that long reach, which also showed the ref Emmy Shearer reaching in on that arm.
Dart with the second free throw. Dart has 4 points in the game. Cowling, that one's come off the foot there of Simmons. A little unlucky for her.
The Whai always looking for Emmy Shearer on that back cut along the baseline. Can't fall asleep on defense.
Hank. Kirasumi. Dalton. Somi. That's a wayward pass from Jade Kirasumi.
The idea was right, that reversal back to Kirasumi. She had the better angle into the post. Just too high, might have slipped out of her hand on that pass.
Simmons. Relatively quiet in this game offensively, just like Jacobs. And Bradley for that matter as well. Here's Darts. Oh, Darts lost it stone cold there. Shearer. Looks like Gallagher was on the rugby field there for a little second.
I feel like she might have played rugby.
And be very good at it too, I reckon.
Right. But going back to the play before that, Emmy Shearer sat around and watched Rapid League, saw Lil Dart split that trap, split that hard hedge multiple times, puts her body in the perfect position to get that steal.
Here's McDowell White. Lead is 9. Oh, stolen. Beautiful read there from Gallagher. Gallagher wants the three-point play, not coming that time, but I'll have the 2 points. That's a lovely play from Gallagher.
Yeah, it was. The pass was too casual from Jess McDowell White. That bounce is too slow.
That one is pretty good, though, for Hank.
Absolutely too big underneath. The help came, did not matter.
Bradley back to Richards. Bradley looking for space. Finds Simmons over there. Can't nail it. Dart with the one-hander rebound. And that's come off the Whai. Should still be Hoiho ball, and it is.
How skillful is Dart to catch that rebound with one and put it back. There's that steal, from Sammy. Jess McDowell White sitting on those 2 personal fouls, does not want to risk it.
Bradley. Darts. Richards, that's been tipped out of court by Hank. Still 3.6 left on the shot clock. Not much time now for the Hoiho. Pass back to Bradley. Oh, how about that off the left hand?
It is an incredible finish from Paige Bradley. Floats it up.
Shearer. Oh. Gutsy play by Hank, but I think she stepped on the baseline. And it's going to be Hoiho ball. And look at this from Bradley. This is really nice on the GJ Gardner Holmes replay. Tasty, that one.
Absolutely. Tastes as good as Sal's pizza on a Friday night.
Yeah, got another timeout called on the floor. This margin back to 7 points. Well, just showing these fighting qualities that we've enjoyed all season again.
We're ready to play this GJ Gardner Holmes wraparound competition. Each contestant starts a half.
I don't know about I love Marcel's pizza like you, but I reckon that Paige Bradley shot just eclipsed that large cheese pizza for $30 that you can get until next Thursday.
I mean, it was a pretty tough finish with the offhand, floating that up, not only while holding off her own defender, but the help side rotation coming as well. But that deal is pretty good. Why not have both? Eat your pizza while watching some fancy moves like that.
Glad we got one more look at it, because that was a great basket from Paige Bradley. She's up to 4 points. Richard's still leading the way, by the way, for the Hoiho with 9, shooting the ball at 50%. And it's Shearer, the leading scorer in the game, with 13. Hank also has double figures with 11. Points and also those 4 rebounds. She's had 4 double-doubles
this season and is actually averaging almost double-double with their 20 points and 8 rebounds a game.
Here's Simmons, Gallagher and Richards. Shot clock down to 10. Taylor Simmons again. Almost has it stolen out of their hands by Shearer. Gallagher there again to tidy up. She's emerging as a key figure in this game.
She is stepping up when her team needs her to.
Shearer for 3, and it goes again from the Dolphin. Shearer, 16 points in the first half already. What a game she's having. Simmons can't nail that one. Well, in fact, Dart it was, and it's going to be 5 possession.
How about that hustle from Sammy Gallagher? Just fighting for every possession. The Fire looking to slow it down. Jess McDowell-White with the beautiful drop-off.
Shearer couldn't hold the ball that time. That was great work from the Oil. And here comes Darts. Simmons with 20 seconds left in this first half. Gallagher, good rotation. Out to Dart again. Now Simmons. Paige Bradley tries to go around Hank. Oh, maybe could have driven all the way there, and that's going to be a half-court violation.
The Hoiho did a good job of moving the ball through hands, but the Fire rotating very well and containing one-on-one to get the ball back. They'll take their BNZ player timeout with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Yes, indeed. Now, Shearer, just looking at her season high scores, 22 back against the Hoiho in the last time these two teams met back on the 3rd of October. So that ticket in the big game in the BNZ. Just make sure you scan that QR code, folks. 5,000 tickets to give away to school groups, sports groups and community groups. So come along. Fill out the group's details online. Once you scan that QR code and get into a Tauihi game. Let's have a look here with Shearer. She's been great beyond the arc here in these last few seconds. Stood on the baseline there. Now 1.3 left. Now what? I think the Hoiho are going to take a timeout too here. There it is.
You know them, Glenn. Read their minds.
1.3 left. Trying to figure out why Shearer didn't take the shot there. She's been so good from long range.
She is. There's a lot of movement happening for the Fire. Not sure who the play was intended for, but they'll look to get a defensive stop here and go into this half with some momentum.
Oh, would love a basket here. No question about it. Dart had it blocked by Shearer. What a half from the New Zealander, Emmy Shearer. Second block of the game, 16 points, 3 rebounds. She's done it all. The New Zealander as the Whai take a good lead into halftime here in Dunedin. In round 7, Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa, 47-39.
Clearance sale in the entranceway. Grab your Pringle gear while stocks last. And if you're getting hungry on this week, get upstairs by the restaurant, food and drinks available and throughout the day.
It's half-time here at Dunedin, and the Whai are doing an excellent job in this game, showing their title credentials again. 47-39. It is against the Southern Hoiho, undermanned a little bit today with the loss of Beck Pizzi due to that ankle injury, which is a bit of a shame. But here is the stats, and Emmy Shearer is on target for a big one in this game, Crystal Ledger-Walker.
Yeah, she is. She has been so good all season and well supported by Hannah Hank as well, who's averaging just under 20 points. She's on track for that as well. Richards has been a bright spot for the Hoiho, sliding into that starting lineup in the absence of Pizzi, and Gallagher, the workhorse, chipping away as she always does with 8 for her team as well. But the big difference in scoring really coming from that three-point range. The Hoiho 2 from 13, whereas the Whai are 6 from 14 from deep. And then something you alluded to, Glenn, as well. 12 points off the bench for the Hoiho, whereas only 2 for the Whai, coming from Jade Kitasome. Those rebounds, Hannah Hank leading the way with 5. If you have a look at the offensive rebounds, Hoiho leading the way with 10. The Whai will want to clean that up, whereas the Whai only 6 offensive rebounds on the match. The Hoiho doing a pretty solid job there.
Yeah, it's pretty even. What about Jess McDowell-White, though? 7 assists. Both teams are actually sharing the love and the assists quite nicely at the moment, aren't they?
They are. We love that, sharing the love. Jess McDowell-White, though, also playing very smartly with a high IQ, especially on the defensive side of things. She sat with those 2 personal fouls for a lot of that second quarter. But we know she's the floor general of this Whai team. They're happy to have her back with those 7 assists. And blocks, 3 people from that Hoiho team getting up and swatting the ball out of there.
Yeah, my favourite block of the first half was Shearer's, right near the end there. It was really good, and really did ice a wonderful first half for the Tall Fern, who debuted against Australia earlier on in the year. Pretty even in the steals as well. So it's all set up nicely for a interesting and intriguing second half on the Chemist Warehouse stats. Don't think this is done, but the Hoiho, I think, are going to have to get Claire Jacobs going into this game. She's only 1 from 10 in the field. She's been their leading scorer all season. She's going to have to fire up in the second half if the Hoiho are to make a comeback, because they trail by 8. We have the third quarter coming up shortly.
I'd like to thank the following 2025 Southern Hoiho partners: Crystal Partner, Open Street, Bay, Aliens Farm, Major Partners, Martin Park, Nighty Day, Sky Sport, Dunedin City, and Be Creative, along with Pioneer Finance, Green Seniors, Meridian Mall, Ditcher, Target Accounting, Andrews Infinity, Epicot.
third quarter, not too far away from starting here in Dunedin. And it is the Whai who are leading here in this round 7 clash by 47-39. Don't forget our next match comes up at 2 o'clock tomorrow. And that is the Queens at home to the Pauakai in Porirua. For your company that game as well. Big job ahead of the Hoiho. Been basically chasing the game from the start. Pace and execution for the Whai has been pretty good. And that Whai percentage on the Good Health MixandPick.com poll now is stretched out. What's that? 69%. My maths is pretty good. 69% favouring the Whai. So get into it, folks. We'd love to get you involved by scanning that QR code and voting for what you think and why, what margin this match may unfold. So get into it.
Now, I'm always with the underdog. I love a comeback story.
I think we all do, don't we? And for that to happen, though, Crystal, they're just going to need more scoring output from players like Claire Jacobs. Paige Bradley just 4 points in the first half. Taylor Simmons just 3 points in the first half.
Yeah, I think the likes of Simmons, you already mentioned Jacobs, improved. But Zoe Richards and Sammy Gallagher have been great in that first half for this Hoiho squad.
Yeah, they've plugged the gap left by Becca Pizzi and that ankle injury quite nicely. And a little adjustment too. Jessie Edwards has only conceded 2 fouls. I thought she might have conceded 3, but she has conceded just 2 fouls. So I think we'll see her back out there straight off the bat here. And no one in particular foul trouble. In fact, Cowling, McDowell, White and Hank all starting the third quarter on 2 fouls as well.
The fouls missed twice, free slice activation fans.
Use that large cheese for $30. Use that online code DUNK2025. Valid until next Thursday. Or if you're on a mobile device, you have our permission to just pause the live coverage here on Sky just for a moment to scan that QR code and get in for that large cheese for $30. You can unpause now.
Just in case for anyone at home hypnotized by the pizza.
Exactly. You like when I said unpause there. Reminds me of an old story, the black and white TV watching a game of snooker when the commentator once said, and for those of you with black and white sets, the pink is behind the black.
I think that just speaks to how long you've been in this game, Glenn.
47-39 it is. Whai to start the second half. Snyder was hot from behind the three-point line. 3 from 4 in that first half. Don't doubt we'll see her putting up some more long ranges in this half. Speaking of long ranges, perfect start for the Whai in the second half.
Jess McDowell-White, so efficient with her shot selection and with her makes. Simmons trying to make something happen for the Hoiho.
Edwards can't get that one. Stolen by Snyder. Shearer. Nice push to Cowling. And Cowling! Now, was that a 3? It might have been a 2. She might have had a toe on the line. Still a wonderful basket for the Whai nonetheless.
Once again, that's what the Whai want to do. Just push that pace, light it up early. Cowling with the good hands. Will stay with the Whai down low. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh, it was a 3 for Cowling. Perfect start for the second half. 14-point lead represents the biggest lead of the ball game now. Paige Bradley. Bradley, nicely weighted as always from her.
So poised, great patience for that defense to fly by and get that 2-point shot up.
Oh, McDowell-White, surprised she didn't drive all the way there.
She's an unselfish player, but look at Paige Bradley just weaving her way into the paint, staying on balance. That 2-foot stop and easy floater over the top.
Cowling. Ooh, that's unlucky for the Hoiho.
It is Hank up that foul. I think Zoe Richards might have been holding her down low. Paige Bradley was ready for the play, though.
Yeah, no fast break opportunity, Michaela Cowling. In fact, that was just a two-pointer. Now being adjusted back to a 2 for Cowling. And we got an offensive foul. And that is going to work out nicely for the Hoiho.
That's unlucky. We can see the Whai are trying to play at that fast pace. Really get the ball moving,
Simmons. Oh. Simmons. Couldn't have thrown him past that dissected two teammates more perfectly than that.
Yeah, she couldn't pick. But a couple possessions now for the Hoiho. They've just gone right back to the Whai.
Hank, the ball into McDowell White. Back to Hank. Tough basket made there by Hannah Hank. Good play.
Beautiful movement off the ball.
Hank up to 13 points. Edwards. Edwards. Hank. They're the ones where you want a nice little mattress to fall on, don't you?
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice down there.
Ball
Sure, a lot
wouldn't
of
bounce
these
too
girls.
hard. Ball wouldn't bounce too well on them though, Crystal. That's the only problem with that. What about Hank said? Is that on me? Edwards, like she's been all season, all business. Edwards succeeds from the first Kivas Warehouse stripe, and going at 56%. She's up to 7 points in the game. Gets a second as well.
She's coming off a strong scoring performance. She had 19 points versus the Porkai. Looking to get herself going again in similar fashion tonight.
Snyder. Oh, Snyder again with a long-range shot there. Wasn't a 3, of course, but that's 2 more to Snyder. She's hit double figures now. She's on 11. Edwards. Double teamed by Cowling and Snyder. Cowling with the rebound.
Cowling won that Defensive Player of the Year award a few years ago, but can do it on both ends of the court. Up to 10 points with that three-pointer, Michaela Cowling.
Yeah, 2 threes in the game now to McCowling. Very close to a third, of course, earlier in this quarter. And Todd Marshall's not mucking around. Timeout. Wants a corridor with his team as the Whai looking very solid in this match. This is a very well-rounded team we're looking at here. Well coached by Tane Bennett. And you can see the chemistry between them is excellent. Body language good. And the competitive hunger is all there too, Crystal. They've got all the boxes ticked.
They do. I spoke about it earlier. Having key imports like Michaela Cowling, Jade Kitasomek coming back year after year really contributes to that culture, to that winning championship mindset that they now have following up from last year. And both of those players lead things on that defensive end. And what about that shot from Millie Simpson, a former Hoiho star herself?
Okay, that's a little unfair. Tell she knew what she was doing.
I'm not sure if the Hoiho does
She just won $1 million.
Million Waitomo Moolah dollars, baby.
Well, this team here's played like $1 million at the moment. They are looking an unstoppable force, I have to say. It's going to take a very good team to beat a Whai team playing this well in this league this year.
Yeah, it is. You said it. They're very complete in what they bring and the roles that these players play.
Here's Edwards. Nicely done by Jessie Edwards.
That's a good shot and way to use her length against the smaller Snyder inside with Hank on the bench.
Very exciting for Bay Plenty basketball, isn't it? This Whai team. Of course, they're defending champions in Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. They're basically a completely different team. Shearer misses from long range this time. Here's Bradley. There's a three from Darts. Rebound, tough one there by Zoe Richards. Nice.
That's what Zoe Richards does best. Rebounds, putbacks, extra possessions. That's her game. Good hand by Edwards to break up that play.
Yeah, Richards with that basket is up to 11 points. First player to hit double digits for the Hoiho.
Zoe Richards did well to get out of that tangle with Cowling and put up that reverse.
Here's Shearer. Shearer again. Oh, hard luck from Annie Shearer that time.
She had great timing on that drive, waited for her big to wheel up, make some room for the rip.
Bradley gets the foul, but will still go to the line for 2 free throws. Zoe Richards, this is the first time she's cracked double digits this season. But remember, she's been primarily used as a bench player in 2025 with Big Pizzy taking over the starting position with Richards today, just her second start with Pizzy out injured.
And we've seen Zoe Richards kind of take a smaller role as more imports have come into this league. Over her career, she's averaged just under 10 points per game, so dropping down this season to just under 5. So we know she's capable and we know she has performed at this level.
Bradley with those 2 free throws from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Lead back to 10. Cowling. Oh, Snyder almost lost it. Dalton. Good hands there from Jacobs. Dalton. And Dalton has stood on the baseline there, so it's a turnover.
Not only is it a turnover, it's an energy play for the Hoiho. Look at their bench up and active. Claire Jacobs, multiple stops with that play.
Love Dalton's reaction there. Where's the foul? Come on. Lead back to 10. Lead has been as high as 16 for the Whai in this third quarter.
Lena Snyder just so active behind the post on that play. Forces the Hoiho to take it back outside.
Bradley can't get past Dalton on that occasion. And Dart almost in there. Oh, that might have come off. Yes, it has. Come off that 5-player McDowell White.
Does just enough to get it back.
Resets the shot clock back to 14 too, of course, as Bradley bounce to Dart. Now, Jacobs. Tough basket there, and nicely done by Edwards. How she got it back to Richards, I don't know. Shot clock down to 7. Here's Bradley. A little reach in by Taylor Dalton. Couldn't get the foul at the other end, gives one up this end.
Yeah, and the Whai are stumped. Michaela Cowling got called for that reach in earlier. Taylor Dalton gets called for it again for the second time.
Can the Hoiho turn these opportunities into 2 points, maybe 3? Darts. McDowell White gives it out to Cowling. Good work by the Whai. And it is going to be Hoiho ball. Plenty of enthusiasm on that bench too, it's great.
Yeah, Claire Jacobs struggling offensively, but still doing the work defensively. Getting the ball back for a team in the last 2 possessions in a row.
Both teams got a little quiet in this third quarter. 12-10 to the Fighters. Make that 13-12. In favour of the Hoiho in this third quarter now as they cut that lead back to 8 points.
Just feel that energy from the Hoiho right now. Tane Bennett could feel it sitting down on the Whai bench. Wants to change some things, but it's 12-10 in this quarter.
Well, 13-12 now with that 3 dropped by the Hoiho. They just got this knack of just refusing to give up.
Yeah, speaks to that culture that they've been building down in Dunedin. If you look at how far they've come from year one 4 years ago to where they are now and how they've grown, really speaks to that long-term vision that this club had.
Leading scorer in the game is Zoe Richards for the Hoiho with 11. And leading scorer for the Fire remains Cher, although she hasn't scored in this third quarter yet. She's on 16. Now to grab free fuel off your next Waitomo purchase, to scan that QR code on your screen right now, folks. Register on the app with the same mobile number, and Moolah will be available in your balance, ready to auto-redeem off your next in-app purchase at a Waitomo fuel stop. Back to 8. Was as high as 16 earlier in this quarter. Del White for 3. Well, she started off the quarter with a 3 to kickstart the fire. Let's see if it happens again.
Jess McDowell-White, lethal. Up to 10 points and 9 assists on the game. Close to getting that double-double.
She's having another very solid match. Dart squeezing between those defenders. And getting the foul. Foul count's looking very much in the favour of Hoiho in this half, in this quarter rather, as well.
The Whai is very aggressive on defence. The Hoiho are doing a better job turning the corner and trying to get downhill.
Well, Southern Hoiho now in the bonus for the rest of this quarter. And at the line is Dart. One of the better free throw shooters in the Hoiho team, 90% this season. 2 more there for Dart. She's up to 6 in this game. Snyder. McDowell-White. McDowell-White switching between those defenders for the Hoiho as we see McDowell-White put in 2 more points. That's a lovely play from her.
It is. These are 2 very classy point guards. Jess McDowell-White knowing when to attack, when to facilitate. She's taken over scoring-wise these last couple of possessions.
All 5 starters for the Whai now have double digits in the game. Here's McDowell-White again. Snyder. Pass was inaccurate that time to Cowling, and here's Bradley. Jacobs finally gets a mid-range at a fall. She's got 9 points.
Great decision from Jacobs. Could see how clogged it was in the paint. Decided to stop on a dime instead.
Here's McDowell-White. Oh, Jacobs has stolen the ball really well there. Now Dart. Pass to Edwards. Bradley for 3. And it goes from Paige Bradley.
Edwards and Bradley playing piggy in the middle out there with Snyder. Bradley up to 11.
And it's 6 now, the lead. Gutsy comeback here, Cowling. Bradley. Oh, she's off to the races again, Paige Bradley. 4-on-3 situation. Bradley gives it to Darts. No foul. Yes, there is a foul, surely from Michaela Cowling.
Back to that game of piggy in the middle. Paige Bradley stepping up and knocking that 3 down. Lil Dart will make her way back to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line for the 3rd time tonight.
Yeah, look to keep this 100% record she's got. That's 5 from 5. Now, I must tell you too, folks, Hannah Hank is on 4 fouls for the Whai. Cowling on 3 now with that foul conceded there, but she remains out on court. 2:20 left in this third. Here's Dalton. Snyder. Lovely pass to Shearer. Shearer has 18.
Once again, Shearer sneaking along that baseline. Snyder might have got away with a travel.
Bradley, good pass. Dark can't finish that time. Snyder, that's good work from her. Here she is again, Lena Snyder. Would have saw me back out there now with Dalton. Del White taking a breather for the meantime. Here's Kitasumi. Shot clock down to 5. Michaela Cowling. Oh, no one picking it up for the Hoiho. Richards has finally got it. Charge to cut the lead to 2. Or to 3, possibly 2. 4 rather. Let me get me numbers right. Bradley. Here goes Jacobs. Jacobs buries another long ranger.
Great vision from Paige Bradley to see her out there, and a great cut from Lil Dart to take some attention away.
Snyder back to Shearer. This game has come alive with this wonderful comeback from the Hoiho, and there's a foul. Here's this 3 from Jacobs, who's starting to heat up in this third now, Crystal.
Yeah, she's come alive. She's been putting in the work defensively and has now refound her shot. Good signs for the Hoiho heading into the back end of this game.
Yeah, she is now the leading scorer for the Hoiho with 12 points. First time she's nailed a 3 in the game. So here is Emmy Shearer. First visit to the Chemist Warehouse strike for her in this game. Season's percentage for her is 88%. There's a chance to crack 20 points now for the 3rd time this season with this free throw. She does. Leads back to 5. Darts. Bradley's got rid of Dalton. Can't nail the triple. And there's the rebound by Emmy Shearer. Here's Dalton. Ooh, a little push there from Simmons. No call by the officials. Del White back out there now. 40 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Snyder. Dalton blocked by Darts.
You can just feel this energy from the Hoiho. Continue to brew.
Still got to be Hoiho ball, rather 5 ball. Here goes the 3 from McDowell. She's away with this one, so Richards has got it. Bradley. No room there with Taylor Dalton right in the road. Shot clock down to 8. Darts. Over to Bradley. Bradley looking for space, and the foul on Cowling not coming this time. Snyder has it. Snyder. Buzzer beater coming from Shearer. It's going to be a 5-point game. 2-5 with 1 quarter left, but still a great quarter there from the Hoiho to come right back into this match. Outscoring the 5 by 3. 68-63 it is. We'll be back with the final quarter in just a moment. Here we go, the last quarter of this game. Round 7 Basketball Aotearoa Tauihi League, and it's 68 rather to 63 to the 5. 5-point game, but that's quite the comeback in that quarter. Crystal Ledger Walker, the Filer leading by 16 points. And here we go, the final quarter. Can the Hoiho continue to find a way back into this?
Yeah, they absolutely can, and a lot of that fight came from Claire Jacobs defensively. See if the Hoiho can continue to go on a run with Hannah Hank sitting out. That will help.
It will. Because a couple of these quarters, the 5 start off with a fantastic run of scoring. Not in this 4th quarter. Snyder, lovely little play. Dalton. Good defense by Dart. Here's Shearer creating space for herself yet again. Dalton. Shot clock down to 5, and Dalton can't get the roll off the rim, and it's end up in the hands of Jessie Edwards. When do you roll the dice and put Hannah Hank back out there on 4 fouls?
I mean, you've got a lot of Tane Bennett has a lot of trust in Jess McDowell-White to steady the ship for his squad in terms of flow. We'll see if they miss her inside.
Oh, Jacobs not far away from cutting that lead back to 1. Cowling. Cowling again. Nice pass into Dalton, who lost it. And there's the steal from Jacobs. Richards. Back to Bradley. Into Edwards immediately. Good play. Edwards with the 3-point play.
Great pass, great seal by Edwards down low. Have another look at it. Look at that positioning from Edwards. No help side. Lena Snyder left all alone underneath. And you said it, without Hank giving up some size. Might see him roll the dice sooner than later.
Oh, yeah. Especially if this free throw goes in from Jessie Edwards. Which it does. The Hoiho haven't led since the 1st quarter. They're up 4-3. It's the last time they were in front. Here's Snyder. This crowd has got plenty to be encouraged about now. It's Jess McDowell-White. Oh, that's a lovely finish from her. Wow.
It is tough. A step back off 1 foot. Jess McDowell-White.
14 points for her. Dart. Richards. Into Edwards again. Richards for 3. Ooh, another close call.
Looks good. That's her shot. She's been working on that 3-point range the last couple seasons. Jess McDowell-White to Cowling.
McDowell-White from way beyond the arc. Not that time. Bradley has got it. Pushing the ball as well. Oh, Dart so close. Again, that's 3 very close calls for Hoiho now in this 4th quarter.
It is, but good defense by Jess McDowell-White to get back and do just enough to deter that shot from Dart.
There's McDowell-White again. Can't roll it in this time, Snyder. Looks like it's come off her, and it is going to be Hoiho ball. Who's going to be your MVP? And Shearer, thanks for coming. Well, her numbers are excellent, though. 20 points. She's shooting the ball at 50%. Hasn't missed a free throw in the game. 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal and a block.
She's been doing it all. She absolutely deserves to sit atop that list. But there are some other contenders who could absolutely give her a run for her money in the MVP race.
Well, we'll give you that MVP polling again in just a moment for you to scan that QR code and get into it. Here's Richards. Edwards tips it back beautifully to Bradley. Now Edwards with the mid-ranger. Bradley can't grab it. Cowling gives it to Snyder. And they've thrown it away again, the 5. So there you are. Scan the QR code in that Good Health MVP poll. I'd love to get your input on who is going to be the MVP in this game. Can Shearer hang on, or can one of these Hoiho players really spark up in these last few moments? It's a very tight match now. Here's Jessie Edwards. Ooh, little foul there from Snyder, not much contact, but that's her 3rd foul.
Snyder doing a decent job of staying active. there we see it. Hannah Hank back in the game for Snyder.
Yeah, Hank on 4 fouls, 13 points, 5 rebounds. She's having a good game too. Dart finds a way, and the foul.
Little Dart with the great drive. Look at that little fake. Had enough of a step on Kitasome and drew one out of Michaela Cowling as well to give herself a chance at the three-point play. And you're not telling me that's Michaela Cowling's fourth foul.
Yeah, she goes to 4 fouls as well. And Dart gives the Hoiho the lead for the first time since the first quarter. What a comeback from the Hoiho. They were down by 16 midway through the third. Awesome comeback by the home team here. Shearer, no basketers, no foul either as Zoe Richards. Outlet passes a gem. Darts flows on here for Edwards. Tane Bennett needs to do something here.
Great vision from Dart. It's one thing to see what's in front of you. It's another thing to see the wave of players and teammates coming behind. Edwards with a tough finish.
And remember, this comeback from the Hoiho is all without Beck Pizzi as well. One of their best players who's been out injured the whole game. Here's McDowell White. Oh, tough rebound by Hank. That's a beauty. She's lost it though. Ooh, what are we going to get here? A little foul by Jacobs maybe.
And that is exactly what the Whai have been missing with Hank on the bench. That presence inside, the strength to pull down rebounds and hold on to it.
Well, good news for Claire Jacobs fans. It's just her first foul. She's going to have a little breather anyway on the bench. Todd Marshall will get her back out there for one big push, you'd think. Snyder back out there now. Cowling remains out there on 4 fouls. Hank 2. Tane Bennett rolling the dice. Keep voting, folks. We'd love to get your input on the Good Health MVP. Mixandpick.com poll. Just scan that QR code. Who's going to be your MVP? Can't say I'm complaining about a Kiwi at the top of the standings though at the moment. McDowell White almost loses it. Snyder. Snyder, the sniper!
She has been the difference maker time and time again for this Whai team, standing up when they needed to, stepping in and guarding the big, and doing it on the offensive end, knocking down shots as well.
Dart, nice fake at the three-point line there. 5 on the shot clock. Desperate to get it into Edwards, aren't they? Try and get that fifth foul out of Hank. Bradley's away with that one, and Hank's tidied up.
Good defense from the Whai to force the clock all the way down.
Oh, Hank, that's some finish there from Anna Hank.
Nice little up fake, step through. Just like that, we're rolling.
That was classy. Edwards. Here's Richards, down to Bradley. Oh, they're finding scoring tougher now, aren't they? The Hoiho team. Shot clock down to 3. Dart's got to put it up. Oh, she did just in the nick of time.
And that is tough, but check out this take from Hank. Step through to her left. Big body finish. She's been sitting on the bench for a while.
I'll keep voting, folks. Player in second place there, Lillian Dart, on 20%, is at the free throw line. And she's been blemish-free all game, 8 from 8. The Hoiho have only missed 3 free throws the whole game from the Chemist Warehouse strike. That's 19 from 22 attempts.
It's a pretty good stat for the Hoiho, and Lil Dart will take a seat. Claire Jacobs will come back in.
The call to get little Dart out of there now. She's been playing really well in this game. 13 points for her. In fact, 15 points. Off the bench, brilliant effort. Shearer's fouled this time by Simmons. Leading scorer in the game remains Emmy Shearer with 20 points. Jessie Edwards up to 15 now for Hoiho. Maybe Shearer started out 100. It's only one way to go from 100, isn't there, Crystal? And that's down.
Hey, she's still on the top. That's all that matters right now. But she'll be wanting to get this win more than anything. She does such a great job of probing that defense. When she feels the contact, she doesn't shy away from it. She leans into it and gets herself to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line. 22
points for Shearer. That's a season's best equal high score. She got 22 the last time these two teams met as well. Still 4:10 to play. Great game, this one. Bradley. There's Jacobs. And it's going to be 5 possession. There's Coach Bennett on the sideline, Tane Bennett. Still has a lot of belief in his players. And rightly so. Cowling. Ooh! Wow, Jacobs must just got a fingernail on Cowling there. It's okay, Todd Marshall. Take a breather. Mate, let's just clear Jacobs' second foul.
They've caught a few of those digs against the Whai. So good to see it being consistent.
Dal White. Good switch defence there by the Hoiho. Snyder can't nail the triple. Edwards got the rebound. Rebound number 8 for her in the game. Cowling has 8 rebounds as well. So does Paige Bradley. It's got a bit sticky for the Hoiho in recent times. Here goes the 3 ball from Simmons. Cowling's got it.
Had a few good looks from deep. They're 4 from 22 on the day.
That's pretty gnarly, isn't it? Percentage of just 18 from beyond the arc for the Hoiho. Cowling for 3. Slapped back there by Hank into Shearer's hands. Another play coming up for the Whai. Here's Hannah Hank on Edwards. Simmons, here's some tough rebounding going on in that one.
Oh, it is getting very physical down there in the paint.
Jacobs. Nice. Oh, no luck there. Richards gets it and is fouled by Snyder. Wow. Snyder goes to 4 fouls now.
Zoe Richards, her 4th offensive rebound in this game.
This does have a sniff of overtime about it, doesn't it, Crystal? Keep voting, folks. Have your say on the Good Health mixandpick.com poll. Just scan that QR code. Who's your MVP of this game? Richards misses from the second from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Richards has 12 points and 7 rebounds. Ooh, Cowling just salvages it. Here's McDowell White. Oh, lovely play from Hank. Oh, she missed. Can you believe that? I'm shaking my head. Crystal's just picking her jaw up off the floor. Bradley. Well, I wonder if that's 2 points are going to haunt the Whai in this game. Edwards. Good defensive stop again by the Whai. They created a lot of uncertainty there, and Jacobs. Oh, she just keeps fouling in this final quarter.
Yeah, up to 3 personal fouls now for Jacobs. Like I said, that is what you get with someone like Lena Snyder, someone that can initiate the break, which is so handy from your 4, your big man.
Hank, there's Shearer. Oh, Shearer, offensive foul, no basket.
I hope that's on Shearer, because if that was an offensive foul on Hank's moving screen, that would be her 5th.
Look at the Hoiho bench, they love it. Sammy Gallagher just can't get the smile off her face.
I don't think you could ever get the smile off Sammy's face.
Yeah, and you heard the news there. It is Hannah Hank who has fouled out. She's going to finish on 15 points. and 9 rebounds. Big moment in the game there, Crystal.
Absolutely, you saw the difference she was making inside. Now Snyder takes back the bigger responsibility.
And just like that, the Hoiho find a way without Hannah Hankveer and reclaim the lead. Shearer. Well, that foul out with about 1:30 left might be huge in the context of this game. Dalton almost loses it to Bradley. Taylor Dalton finally gets it to Shearer. Shearer gets it back. And there's a foul this time by Bradley.
And look at this pass, though, from Jacobs inside to Edwards. Floats it up. Knows Edwards has the longest arms down there. But Emmy Shearer chasing her own shot to get the ball back and send herself to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
There's going to be a timeout. Paige Bradley, that's just his second foul. No one in the Hoiho team have more than 3 fouls. Edwards and Jacobs both have 3. So Snyder's still out there on 4 fouls. Now Waitomo Mula will be winging its way to your mobile number. Just register on that Waitomo app with the same mobile number that you scan that QR code with. And the Mula is going to be available in your balance, ready to auto-redeem off your next in-app purchase at a Waitomo fuel stop.
If I'm the Hoiho coach and team right now, I'm going at Lena Snyder. She's their only other true big out there sitting on those 4 fouls. We haven't mentioned it too much today on air, but Sophia Lecandro is also injured, who's a big presence and a big loss for the Whai. The next bigs coming off the bench are the likes of Laura Kuka, who hasn't touched the ball or hasn't touched the floor in this ball game yet, and Grayson Parahi, who got just a few minutes, just 2 minutes in that first half. So we'll see if the Hoiho is thinking the same way I am and if they look to pound it in the paint.
Well, they'll give the ball to Jessie Edwards if they can. That's where the magic could happen for the Hoiho down the other end of the court. In the meantime, Emmy Shearer has the chance to put the Whai back in front with these 2 free throws from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. And there is a season's high score now for Emmy Shearer. Still leads the Good Health MVP poll. Keep voting, folks, as Shearer rattles in the second. So it's the Whai back in front by 1. Sweaty palm territory has arrived. Paige Bradley. Darts. Bradley with 4 on the shot clock. Bradley. Jacobs got to put up the shot. Edwards with the weak side rebound. They've got it again, the Whai. Or rather, the Hoiho. Here is Darts. Darts. Real contest for the ball. Edwards. Shearer's got it for the Whai. Chance for them to win it now. 3-pointer will do it. Jacobs concedes the foul up high.
What a play by Emmy Shearer to pull that ball back for the Whai. Claire Jacobs, no choice but to foul. Try stop the clock.
Oh, this is one of the games of the year, Crystal, isn't it? It is tense. Times what we love about Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. Now, Jess McDowell-White with these 2 free throws, 83% free throw shooter from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Just the type of player to have to fight at the line. Gives them a 3-point lead with 18.9 left. Timeout called by Todd Marshall.
Cool, calm and collected is Jess McDowell-White. Massive free throws there.
How do you set it up, Crystal? If you're Todd Marshall here, the 18.9 left, you need a 3 to tie it. What do you do? Who do you go for? Paige Bradley?
Paige Bradley has been clutch. Lil Dart makes great decisions with the ball in hand, and someone like Zoe Richards comes in and cleans things up. It's hard to go into your big and Edwards because the likes of Michaela Cowling with those long arms are sagging off, making those entries hard. But yeah, I'm not sure. This game has been so up and down. Players have come in, but Claire Jacobs has also been quite hot in the second half of the game. I might look at running a play for her, but I'd look at the ball being in Paige Bradley's hands. She makes the best decisions on the court.
Well, both teams still have a BNZ player timeout up their sleeves as well. So those could come into play as well. Well, the Hoi have got one chance here. Tie the game up. Send it to overtime potentially, or are we going to get drama? Because there's still time for the Phi to have one more possession. Here we go. Here's Darts. Dart going to put up the early three, and it goes from Lil Darts. Oh, it doesn't get better than that, does it?
Cut it out. Lil Dart 0 from 3 from behind the three-point line going into that shot. Absolutely no fear. Look at that off balance with distance from outside. Lil Dart, ice in her veins.
Wow, that was magnificent from Lil Dart. 18 valuable points off the bench in this game for her. She's the leading scorer for the Hoiho in this game.
And she's done it all in 23 minutes of play.
But the Phi can still win the game. They can still win it. There is 9 seconds left. One more chance for you to vote in the mixandfit.com Good Health poll. Scan the QR code. Who's going to be your MVP? Amy Shearer, the New Zealander, still on top at the moment. But those Hoiho players are coming.
And come on, got to give some love to Lil Dart after that shot, especially if they take this game.
That was amazing. Now, the Phi, what are they going to do here? Remember, Hannah Hanker's fouled out. They've got some sharpshooters out there from long range. Shearer, Snyder, McDowell White, Cowling, all of them have dropped three-pointers in this game. Here we go, Cowling. 13.4 left. Here's McDowell White. The Phi. McDowell White. Defense played out high. It's really good from Dart. McDowell White in trouble now. Shearer for the win. Oh, she's done it, Amy Shearer. Sensational finish. And the New Zealander has a big say in this game. What a clutch shot. Now there is still time left, is there? What's happening? Did the basket get away? Shearer seemed a little uncertain. Now definitely got it away. Yeah, the basket's gonna hang on. Is it not counting? No, they have won it. Well, a lot of confusion.
Wow.
Amy Shearer, wow.
Basket is good.
What a play. Jess McDowell White, not many options in sight, but Amy Shearer had a complete game tonight, a career night with 24 points, steps up to the plate and knocks it down when the Phi need it the most. What an end to that game. Lil Dart standing up for the Hoiho. Amy Shearer not letting them get back in that win column.
Well, that was amazing. Shearer's finished with 26 points and is the MVP of the game on the Good Health poll. Tough on the Hoiho. They were down by 16 midway through the third quarter. And the Phi just got there, Crystal.
They did, and those smiles say it all.
We can check out the Chemist Warehouse stats. It's a Shearer with 26 points, all 5 starters. You've got to tip your hat to them. In fact, look at the 5. That's pretty good effort from all 10 players on that screen right there.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of great performances. A lot of players standing up at different times for their teams. But Emmy Shearer, without a doubt, has to be the MVP today. What a shot to end that game. And so clutch down the stretch. She was 6 from 6 from the free throw line as well. But rebounds, Jessie Edwards, the only one to get double digits in that category with 10 rebounds to her name. She had a good game tonight as well with 17 points. But how about those assists? 11 for Jess McDowell-White, the 11th, the best one of all. That last pass to Emmy Shearer. Jess McDowell-White is the calm in the storm for the Phi. She controls things, she gets things going, and lets players like Emmy Shearer get out and run, pick up some blocks, and 4 blocks for the Hoiho as well, as Snyder getting 1 for her name. Paige Bradley, 2 steals. But for me, it was Claire Jacobs in that third quarter who really turns it up defensively for the Hoiho and really clawed them back into this game. Unfortunately, 1 possession too short.
Yeah, Emmy Shearer take about 26 points, shooting the ball at 47%, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Let's have a look at the matches to come. And hopefully the action will be as equally exciting tomorrow when the Queens and the Puakai battle it out in Wellington. That one's at 2 o'clock. Then on Sunday, we move to Auckland, where the Kahu host the Hoiho. And then round 8 begins next weekend in Wellington. The Queens at home to the Kahu, and the Whai back at home after that dramatic win over the Puakai next Saturday afternoon. Well, what an exciting game here in Dunedin this evening with that team there, the Whai, winning it. One more look at that buzzer beater. Emmy Shearer with that 2-pointer on the buzzer, winning it for the Whai, 83-81. Great game with Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you for the next game tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock in Wellington when the Queens host the Puakai. Mā te wā.